I know, I do. It's like dark. Oh, there we go. So, hey, you guys have to act like friends for a little while, not cousins. So that means hands off, okay?
You've been to our house, right?
Hands off.
You've been to our house, right?
Yeah, why? Okay, guys, act like
Were you in my room?
friends. No. Why am I supposed to do?
I'm the wallpaper.
What are you doing, yelling at me? Hey. Hey. How are you?
You brought warmer weather.
Cold here.
Oh, man.
Look, I have lots of books for you. Hey.
Oh,
Come on.
Is Justin there?
Yeah, why?
Carrie wanted to...
check everything out. Once a month you gotta check it.
Like what?
The oil, the Windex.
I had a tuna. The Windex?
First time I got the car washed the other day, and what happens? Rain.
I know.
That's since Thanksgiving. Couldn't stand the filth anymore. No, he liked this fresh water. Yes, good boy. Let me see if I can find that article. How's the traffic coming up?
Nothing. I was up here from the city in about an hour and 45 minutes.
You didn't come up to Taconic, did you?
Through away.
Oh, yeah, you can do 65. You did more than 65.
Who, me? A little bit.
They have radar on every...
I know, I almost got nabbed.
What?
I almost got it.
Mm. Just don't speed. You go under the limit and you escape.
Not like Jerry. Jerry goes like 85, 90. He knows it too. How's Peggy doing, Mom?
Good. I haven't talked to her, the last couple of days. The last time I was talking to her, she was doing
How's Carrie?
good. She's up at, one of the traveling nurses is an Irish lady, right from Ireland. And there was something doing up at
Let me see if I can
Orlando.
find
So they went up this morning, some Irish thing.
Do you think maybe she can have some grapefruits and oranges sent to me, and I'll pay her?
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. I'll,
Did she ever do that to you?
no, because we've been getting the most delicious grapefruit right here,
Oh, really?
locally. Yeah,
It's
and
season?
reasonable.
Oh. Chris, you want to help set the table?
No, I'm tired.
He's tired?
He's been going all week long. Everybody, and anyone sees Michael, they have a little job they want. Michael wants
He
some.
took my seat.
Well,
Whoa, wait.
time.
6:30?
Yeah.
Why, when did you sleep?
12 o'clock at night.
Oh, you mean you're pleasantly surprised?
Remember one time, Keith went to bed early, he must have been really tired like you. And then we started to go to bed.
And he thought it was
He
morning?
got up and he started to get dressed.
Excuse
He was
me.
like, it was like 11 o'clock at night, he was like getting dressed ready to go to school. Boy, was he excited when he found out the time.
That's better than.
Chris, it won't go that close.
Yeah, it is.
All right, but don't hold on to it too long. It's a little.
Harry, you want me to make some coffee?
No, thank you.
Sure.
Yes. I've been cutting down.
No.
Michael's old enough.
Michael's only 20.
Oh, almost. And when, Kevin, did you have your first beer?
When I was 14.
All right. Then. Kristen, videographer.
I'm gonna text Justin in a minute.
All right. Don't give it to him.
Matthew went salad? Wasn't salad?
He's on the phone.
Hey, I got you dancing.
Chris, say hi to your knee.
Maddie, you want
My
salad?
knee.
Justin,
What?
Say hi to your knee.
you want salad? Just
No. Chris, say hi to your knee.
hi knee.
Er.
You got a cute one.
He's a born leader.
It's me. I'm cool.
It makes me sick to see that.
Dad, what are you doing?
Huh?
No, I thought you were going to sit here.
No, I just want a small.
No action.
Catching up with your kids. But we're playing Christmas pancakes.
Hey, 2 Cadbury bunnies, 2 Cadbury eggs. Classic cream and new creamy caramel. No one knows Easter better than Cadbury's. The duck has a poker, and he's after the porker. That's a refreshing change. Is it just
What are you doing?
or is it a conspiracy? You're right. Yes.
I don't know how to.
Really gives you a well-rounded view of all of them. Didn't you find it interesting, the talking part?
Yep.
You got a little bleary-eyed trying to figure out the pictures.
Oh. Well, it's nice to know the history of where you live.
Oh, yeah. Damaged it.
So maybe I should buy some grapefruit and oranges while I'm up here.
Yeah, well, check the Grand Union paper and the Stop and Save paper. 'Cause we got the most fantastic for the last couple of
They're in
weeks.
season. That's nice.
Mm, the grapefruit.
And the oranges have
Mm,
having to be done. Sweet.
the navel.
Turn it off and zoom in, and then turn it on. Cause you're, when you zoom in, when you
The green thing.
the green day.
Yeah, you had to wear something
It
green.
is the green day. I'm lucky I had found this
Yeah, it looks
blue
good.
green thing.
That's pretty cool.
Kristen, is your underwear green? Because you don't have any green on.
Excuse me?
Are you wearing green underwear?
No, thank you.
You have no green on.
I know.
I almost bought an Irish flag for you, but I figured
Yo, is there
it's just cheesy Chotsky stuff. Do you have an Irish flag?
Yeah. This big.
Oh, they weren't that this big. Sorry.
I have
A bigger flag than that.
No, this is good.
It's a toothpick. Next time.
You have entered the Kristen zone.
What's the Italian holiday?
You said it. And then they celebrate Columbus Day too, they march.
Keep an eye on the cheese.
Make sure it doesn't turn into apple. Because the fish will eat it.
Just the way it grew, it had little mutations in it.
Leave it that alone.
I'm getting blinded by the no reflection. Okay, I'm sorry.
Did you sleep over Alexis last night?
Yeah,
Yeah.
surprisingly.
No, we should be good. It's a beautiful day. Okay. I have a little piece of cheese. Quiche.
I don't like quiche.
Alright, turn it up, okay? Bro. Don't. Just type. Play your game. Birthday boy. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Justin. 11-year-old. 2 figures. 1-1. Happy birthday to you. Oh, come on. Come on, come on, come on, come on.
He has a friend who's going over to Ireland soon. He's going to ask him to get him a kilt. He said he really wants a kilt. I said to Jack, I want to tell him to hang out and wait for one of the Celtic festivals, especially the Altamont one. You can buy them there, probably cheaper
Cheaper.
than, over in Ireland.
That 1-day sale. Wow.
Oh, the last day. He would look good in a kilt.
Yeah.
He'd look good in a
So
kilt.
would Michael, yeah.
Man, they look like they have warm socks on. I was looking at them like, I want
They're
those
wool,
socks.
yeah. Knee-high
Nice
wool.
looking.
That's such a nice festival, that Altamont. It's not like Hunter, a rowdy, drunken, oh, forget it.
You get older folks.
That's the Altamont one.
And
The
they
old
got-
Irish.
No, it's Scottish and Irish, mostly Scottish.
It's not just Irish. It's Welsh.
Maybe I'll come this year. When is it, do you know?
Labor Day weekend.
Mm.
It's a one-day deal.
1 day, that's it. And the booths are scattered where you can walk, take your time. Up in Hunter, they got the same crack. It looks something like Coney Island. Same people cooking the food. They don't wash their hands in between festivals.
You mean like for a month at a time? They don't wash their hands?
Well, when Jack is pro, he's pro. When he's anti, he's anti.
How do you know they don't wash their hands?
He follows them home.
You bring a chair, you just sit back, carry the chair, sit, walk a little bit, sit a little bit. Then you see the bagpipe competition. We got pictures of that Hunter Festival when they were coming down, marching down. It was only about 3 deep. This is years ago. Now, forget it. Oh, listen to that. Ah! Oh, beer, I got beer for you. Oh, goodbye. You're trying to listen to you can't hear anything up there anymore. Hey, 18 years, that's it. Could you believe that? 18 years we were gone?
Mm-mm.
Well, there's no more Italian and Polish festivals. They pulled out of there.
Why?
They kept upping the rent, charging. Who needs that? And they wanted to I understand the Italian festival wanted to bring some of their own people in to do the cooking, like down in, what the hell is it?
The Feast of San Gennaro.
St. Anthony's down there. Oh no, I got my own men. My own people cooking. Forget it.
The one thing about Hunter though, Jack, that's very impressive, and you can't get the same feeling anyplace else, is when that mass band comes
Yeah.
down that hill.
Oh,
It gives you goose flesh.
Mm. Figure 600 pipers all in uniform coming down at once.
must be hard to play and march going downhill.
Hmm?
Must be hard to march going downhill.
They take them up on these trucks, and all these different units line up together, and they all stop like, holy Christ, you hear it all over that mountain. Wow.
Mm. What time is Frank picking you guys up?
2:30.
Yeah, I'll do the dishes. You can get ready.
No, they're almost done, thanks. Thanks for doing some last thing.
I did 3 plates.
It looks like more than that.
We won't be that long. No wonder Clutch went to the Holiday Inn.
$3.
Huh?
$3.
Yeah, and they take a chance to get a free trip to Ireland.
Oh,
Oh, they must win that. Whoa.
Who's Clutch?
Eileen Riley.
she used to drive a car with a clutch, and it needed a new clutch quite often, so Jack calls her Clutch. Now she has an automatic.
I'm surprised she didn't think about turning her car in.
Oh, there was something funny. I should know.
Does he ever call her Clutch in front of her?
God
No.
forbid. Well, she wouldn't know who he was talking
I
about.
know.
I'll tell you something, but don't you ever make fun of her for this, Jack. Okay?
No.
I haven't said this happened quite a while ago. Coach Smith was in, because he runs, and he comes in the post office quite often, and he said, "How come the flag is at half-mast?" So she said, whenever someone local died, she puts it in half-mast. So she explained, he said, "Oh," he said, "because I was disappointed." He said, "I use that to tell me what direction the wind is, so that I run." Forget whether he runs into the wind when he's running, and then when he's tired coming back, he wants the wind at his back.
Yeah, in the back.
So, and it was at half-mast, it was just wrapping around the pole, So anyway, he left, and guy was me, how does he know by the flag what way the wind is blowing? I thought, oh God. I don't know.
East, west, north, and south.
Well, that's like the story when they went down to, was New Rochelle or something, to some Postmasters thing.
Portchester.
Portchester, and
Yeah.
Joe and she were down there. And on their way home, all of a sudden they're in front of Yankee Stadium. They're all the way down in the Bronx. They do a quick U-turn because they realize they went in the wrong direction once they hit Yankee Stadium. But I mean, how the hell you can go that distance, before you wake
Realize
up?
you're going wrong.
But a U-turn,
Yeah, you can't.
On a
down in the Bronx.
On the Grand Concourse. How the hell they landed up there from Portchester is beyond me. Woo!
Then the other day, it was funny, although now that I'm thinking about it, there's something to it. She had almost an argument, a fight, with this very, very intelligent girl from Iraq. She works in a place where the yellow freight used to be back there. There's
Oh,
another
yeah.
building, Icon or something it's called.
Yeah.
You're not taping any of this, are you?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm shutting up.
Of course I am.
So
The
go
red
on.
on.
light is on. I'm not going to say another word.
No one's gonna see this.
It's
on.
off.
No,
The
no,
Iraq.
no, no.
Well, that's the end of that.
Dad, you have to tell a story then. So when you were driving up here, Dad, when the house was on fire, did you faint?
No.
Ma, did he faint?
No, he got here. You have to go back to how he heard about the
Did you
news.
work in Manhattan at the time?
No, Poughkeepsie.
Okay.
But the foreman came out, and I guess it was one that you didn't get along with. He says to him, "Get your tools and go home. Your house is on fire." That's all he said to him. So he drove from Poughkeepsie all the way up, not knowing what, you know, whether everybody's dead or what. And when he gets here, the whole place is fire engines and whatnot. So he hadn't fainted or anything, but then all of a sudden he started having chest pains once he was here, and they took him in the ambulance to the hospital. But it was just...
I thought it was because you were in one house. And
Yeah, he couldn't find anybody. I was in the house next door with...
Miller.
Millers lived there. You were with
Martin's.
across the street, and Carrie might have been with me, or she was with someone else. Everybody sort of took someone. I don't even remember who had Kim. Everybody was all right, because the rest of them were at school. But he saw nobody.
Wow.
Just a lot of fire engines, you know.
So he had to be taken away in the ambulance. My landlord, Mr. Bell, had a triple bypass this week.
Did he? Aw, how's he doing?
I think he's doing fine. The doctor said he never saw a heart so strong in someone that age. He's in his
Really?
80s.
80s, I know.
So
Well
living the
up.
good
Who's
life.
that?
My landlord.
Yeah?
Mr. Bell.
80s?
83 or something.
Oh, I thought he was even up in the 80s.
I don't know. Triple bypass.
At his age?
A pig's heart.
This guy, Michael, looks like Colonel Sanders, you know, with the white hair and very aristocratic looking, southern accent. It's the guy that owns the estate. where
He comes
Curry
from
was.
southern plantations.
He doesn't
Slave money.
drive anymore, does he?
Yeah.
Oh, I'll
Well,
pray
he has
for
one of
him.
those beepers on his car when he backs up. Ma, that's almost a kilt you're wearing.
It is a kilt. I got it in Scotland.
It's a girl kilt? How
Well,
come
I
the
don't know
guys'
if they
kilts are
come boys.
taller up?
I don't know that they come girl, boy.
Well, this is below your knees. Guys are like above the knees. At least.
You can get them in different lengths.
Mm.
I'm wondering now, is there a boy-girl? Like, does the girls' clothes on this side and the boys' clothes on this side? I don't know. No, I got this and this in Scotland when we were over there.
Nice.
Matthew wore this to school on Halloween.
It might have been by his knees.
Oh, he looked great in it. Yeah, it was.
Did you take any pictures?
Yeah, but it didn't come out. I don't think the flash went off. And it was like the last one.
That's too bad. It's a nice skirt.
So what was this with the Iranian girl?
He wants to know the story.
When that red light goes off,
Oh, come on. This is probably a boring story anyway.
over to that guy's house, did they pile wood on the truck or something?
I told him, don't ever leave that log spare. It'll take two guys 2 minutes to hook it up and take off with it. Shouldn't do those things, especially near the road. Ooh. Ooh.
Well, what we have here is we have manufacturers who produce products, and those products then flow down to the distributors and master resellers. Now, master resellers are not resellers. They're sort of like distributors. Distributors carry a huge inventory of products, thousands of SKUs. Master resellers actually don't carry as many SKUs, but they do more volume with limited SKUs. And they offer more services in the way of sales and marketing and configuration of systems. Now, those products are then sold to the retailers and to the what is called VARs. Now, I don't know how many people here know what a VAR is, but that stands for Value Added Reseller. That's your reseller. But there are other segments. There's other segments of resellers as well. There's value-added dealers. There's systems integrators. There's aggregators. They all do different things, and there really isn't enough time to really go into what each one does. But we'll go into what a reseller is all about in a few minutes. Anyway, these products then flow down to the end user. Okay? Now, we all know what retailers are. Retailers, in terms of technology, would be CompUSA, Computer City, those type of stores. I don't know how many of you have been to those type of stores, but the store managers, the people on the sales floor need to be trained and educated in technology and helping you, because you're going into a store and you're basically you're paying $2,000, $3,000 for some hardware. You want somebody in there who knows what they're doing. The end user would be people like yourself, consumers, okay? The end user would also be small to medium-sized businesses and Fortune 1000 companies. The small office and home office market would be served by retailers as well. But the problem is, this isn't really the channel, okay? This is too simple a view of what the channel is all about. And I'll show you why. That's the channel. That is the real channel. The channel is made up of diverse models and various segments. And in fact, it reminds me of football. It's sort of like all those strategies and all those things that are happening on the field. It took me a while to understand football, and it took me longer to understand the channel. By the way, wasn't it great to see Troy Aikman hit that home run in the 9th inning yesterday? It was really good. Anyway, there's a lot of things going on here, in the channel, and what I'd really like you to do is come away with an understanding of what a reseller does, and why is the reseller important in the process. The reseller is a person who comes into a company like CMP, okay, and identifies the needs of our company, identifies the objectives, and then provides a solution, and then implements the solution and provides support. So the reseller is really the expert coming in. They're very much part of the branding process, very much part of the purchasing process, because end users today are just swamped with so many different options that they need someone like a reseller to come in and to help them make those decisions that's going to impact on their companies. And so that's what the reseller does. They add value in that way. And they're very influential in terms of determining what the brands are that go into that company. Now, why is that? As we speak, there are innovations happening every moment. We have internetworking, we have client server, we have multimedia. We've got computer telephone integration, voice recognition. All of these emerging technologies are happening, and the reseller is in the thick of it. They are on top of all of these trends, and they are helping companies to come up with solutions for their companies. Okay, so what do we bring to the party? What is the CMP Channel Group all about? Well, because resellers and retailers really have a mission of staying on top of all of these trends, it is essential that they have timely and accurate information on a weekly basis. And that's what Computer Resale News is all about. We are the largest publication at CMP. Okay, we are the leading newspaper in the channel. And many of the stories that break in Computer Reseller News actually are picked up on picked up by such publications as the Wall Street Journal and the New York Times. We're picked up on CNN. You'll see our editors everywhere. We have 65 editors and journalists covering this market. We reach 103,000 resellers. And so Computer Reseller News really is the Bible for this industry. On top of that, we also do special reports that focus in on specific topics like internetworking or multimedia, giving it more depth and really addressing it, in a more comprehensive way. I'll pass these around. And we also do studies and research. We're also noted for our test center. I don't know how many of you have been to Convex, but we have a test center which is basically a lab where we evaluate products, we evaluate channel programs, and it's something that we're putting a lot more behind in 1996. We're going to be very aggressive with this test center, this year. VAR Business. VAR Business is our leading magazine for the channel. Just as CRN is the leading newspaper, VAR Business is the leading magazine for the channel. It covers business management issues, covers technology, and has a circulation of 95,000 resellers. It's twice monthly, and covers a wide range of topics in the industry. VAR Business is also noted for its State of the VAR Market report, its annual report card issue, which covers its research. In fact, I just want to note that VAR Business just redesigned its magazine in January. It's outstanding, and I'll pass this around as well. We're expecting great things from VAR Business this year. Computer Retail Week. Now, we talked about the fact that we have a value-added reseller channel and we have a retail channel. And Computer Retail Week is the dominant weekly in this part of the channel. Okay, it covers everything from merchandising to technology, entertainment and education software trends, and it's read by the headquarters executives and store managers at computer superstores and consumer electronics stores and stores that we spoke about before, like Computer City and CompUSA. CRW is also noted for some of its sections where it covers entertainment, also covers sales promotions, incentive funds, which really get into things that the store managers really need to know in order to do their jobs to help consumers. But CRW has something unique as